being exposed to a wide range of conflicting facts is you actually start to understand how unsettled, for example.
So true.
Example, even the basic science is in most situations. Like most of what passes for the settled science is nothing of the sort. Okay. Everywhere you look, if you're a scientist, everywhere you look into any given question deeply, you run into conundrums and profound sources of disagreement, even about what.
I mean, God, he's such a deep thinker. You know what I mean? Like he's so just an amazing figure, just a thought leader. What is he talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying right now? Please, Jordan.
Hypothetically fundamental in climate. Science is a good example of that.
Why'd you say science like it's not bad? It's science. See, this is a guy who hates science. All right, let's just keep going. I need you to know based on the tone that, okay, if I'm not describing Jordan Peterson well, I need you to know that based on the tone that he says science right now, he's not a science guy. He doesn't believe in science. Okay. And so that's just kind of the person that we're dealing with going forward.
What's hypothetically fundamental in the climate? Science is a good example of that.
He just rolled his eyes at science.
That's an appalling scam.
Science.
Also.
Well, here's the simplest way to look at it. You can tell me what you.
Physics is a scam. Laws of physics are a scam. But medication is a scam. Listen, medication is a scam only because biology is a scam and chemistry is a scam. Okay, you guys don't know. Okay, they just want more money to do chemistry research. That's why they throw pills down people's throats, I think, right? Because they just want the big bucks, right? We're Jordan Peterson right now. That's our belief.
Make of this. Okay, so we're essentially in a carbon dioxide drought by historical standards. So if you look,
I love the way he said drought. He said drought like that was a big deal to be in a carbon dioxide drought. When like what I love about Jordan Peterson is that everything is fine, and he's like, well, we're fucked right now. It's like, yeah, but Jordan, everything is fine. God, I love this drip. I love this white on black. Oh my gosh, is this black? Is he wearing a sash? Is that a sash that he's wearing? Gosh, because I mean that's just man, that just contrasts so well. It's like Diddy, wanting the pink. Oh my god! It's like this neck, this pink nail polish because of the contrast. You know what I mean? It's something. It's in Jordan Peterson. The thing about Jordan Peterson is he thinks that he's a man who can rock this jacket. Like he can rock this jacket just because this jacket is rockable. But that doesn't mean that he should be rocking this jacket. I should be rocking this jacket. I'm better than Jordan. You know what? I think that he should give me his drip. What is this? What is this? What do you call it? The Last Supper? Is this a Last Supper piece that he's wearing here? Oh, he must have known that he was on the show with the guy with 6G's eye on his wall. You know what I mean? Because he just wanted things to go flowingly. But just he's full of shit. He's just full of shit talking about global warming. Science is a good example of we're all being tricked. It's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Let's find out what he's saying, you guys.
We're essentially in a carbon dioxide drought by historical standards. So if you look at the proportion of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
But Jordan, we breathe oxygen. Who cares about carbon dioxide drought? You know what I mean? Like, I'm an oxygen, me personally, I'm an oxygen kind of guy, right? I don't care for carbon dioxide. So for us to be in a carbon dioxide drought, you know what I mean? Like that's neither here nor there. That's what I think.
Last number of hundreds of millions of years, like a pretty whopping time frame. We're at
he's talking about the same time frame where we say like, oh, global warming doesn't exist because climate change is, and it's like, all right, oh wait, that's exactly what the topic is, global warming. Oh my gosh, well climate change exists, so global warming is impossible. All right, suck a dick.
At a very, very low level. We dropped to about 350 parts per million by, say, 1850, something like that. Plants start to die at 250.
Oh, no.
Right, because they need carbon dioxide.
Oh, no, Jordan.
So we were almost at the point where the plants were going to start to die. That's
right.
How low the carbon dioxide levels are now.
Wow.
Now, they have been increasing. Why? Well,
Why?
Some of that's probably man-made. That's not exactly settled, but we could give the devil his due and say some of that
Well, let's give the devil his due.
man-made. Okay, so now we're up to something in the low 400s. That's been increasing, and perhaps because of industrial output. So what's been the major consequence? The major consequence is that the planet is 20% greener than it was in the year 2000. 20%. This is
20 per Jordan? Really? This is why your wife doesn't hook up with you anymore, because you're talking about 20%. She was like, present your cock, and you're like, speaking of present, more like 20%. Climate change, global warming, more like 20% dropping in CO2 levels since 1980 or something. Okay, that's what. So we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. Jordan Peterson's wife, me being Jordan. We need to talk about this. I won't present my dick or anything like that. We need to talk about this 20%.
It's NASA data. No one disputes this.
NASA data. I thought it was Jordan. I believe it's pronounced NASA.
Than it was in the year 2000. 20%. This is NASA data. No one disputes this, by the way.
Who would dispute NASA?
Satellite imagery is absolutely.
Is that like? Do they have any connection to the rapper? Rest in peace, Nas. I believe it's pronounced Nas.
Absolutely clear.
Okay.
20% greener. An area crop yield has gone up 13%. Right. Okay. Where's the planet getting greener?
Well, that sounds good. Crop yield's going up. That seems like good stuff. Right, Jordan? Right, Jordan?
Because you heard climate, global warming. The deserts are going to grow. Mm-hmm. Well, then it was.
Well, if a desert grew with grass, you could put some cows there, Jordan. Jordan, wouldn't that be good, Jordan?
Global warming, because that turned out to be a scam. Then it was.
Oh yeah, global warming is a scam.
Climate change. The deserts are going to grow. It's like, no, the deserts are shrinking.
Wait, deserts? The sand? What's growing in the desert? The sand, or is there or plants? Like, what about the desert is growing? The sand or the grass? Is there going to be more sand? Where did the sand come from? How'd they get more sand in the desert? Well, with plants growing, at least I get it. It's like the plant, it got the sunlight and it moved. And then it's growing. But why are deserts growing, Jordan? Jordan, help me, Jordan.
The deserts are shrinking because the planet is greening.
Oh, good. Oh, sick. That's what I was saying. Oh, fucking, that's dope. That's dope.
Because there's more carbon dioxide.
Well, yeah. If you breathe on a plant, then I don't know if you know this, but like the whole like singing to plants myth, right, or whatever, is like the reason singing to plants works is because you're breathing on a plant and you breathe out carbon dioxide. And so you're giving the plant more carbon dioxide than it would have had you not breathed on it. And so it grows better because plants need carbon dioxide. That's the plant animal exchange with the oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? I thought that this was, and now Jordan Peterson is using the fact that you can sing to plants as it to be some type of argument. Like, Jordan, you're not doing very well so far, and I'm not even really listening. I gotta be honest with you.
Okay, so why are the deserts shrinking? Well, because
why?
Plants breathe, and they.
So do animals. Everything breathes. It's great. Breath is a part of life,
breathe through these pores called stomata, and when there isn't much carbon dioxide.
Wow, you know so much about plants, Jordan. Wow, you know what a stomata is? A stomata? Oh, you know a stomata.
Well, because plants breathe, and they breathe through these pores called stomata.
Jordan, when you have sex with a plant, Jordan, I know that you're somebody known for having sex with plants, but when you have sex with a plant, how does the leave?
Through these pores called stomata, and when there isn't much carbon dioxide, the stomata have to be open, and then the water evaporates. And so if you increase the carbon dioxide, the stomata close, and that means plants don't need as much water, so they can invade the semi-arid areas around deserts.
Well, that's not what I thought you were going to say, Jordan. Okay. I think that two things are true. I think I have to keep trying for those jokes, and that joke didn't work that time. Okay.
What's happening? So I believe this to be the case. If you took a dispassionate look at the data, and you looked at the effects of carbon dioxide, the biggest effect, clearly by likely an order of magnitude, is the greening effect. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, is that good? Well, it's...
Well, tell me, Jordan.
the opposite was what was predicted, and the opposite was regarded as a catastrophe. Okay, so
So then it's good then. Of a predicted catastrophe. That sounds like it's some good stuff, Jordan. Jordan's going to go like this. He's going to go...
opposite of a catastrophe is good. There's more plants and crops grow better. Okay, so
that's good.
What's the problem exactly? Well, you could make the case that it's still a very rapid rate of change, and any rapid rate of change has a destabilizing effect on, let's say, a given ecosystem. That's a fair objection, but...
Well, that's no good, Jordan.
If you're...
Why do you look like you're going to cry?
Kind of fond of plants.
What's wrong, Jordan?
20% is a lot. Like...
I like plants.
I've never heard anyone make a credible case against that particular perspective. So I've talked
against plants. Who doesn't want plants? I like grass. You know, I don't like weeds. You know, I don't like plants that can cut me. That's the thing I don't like about plants. The ones that you walk past them, they make you itchy and they cut you. No good. That's what I think. I think it's no good. But ultimately, plants are. This video is 3 hours. We have to find him crying. You know, I didn't even find him cry. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to checking in with Jordan Peterson. As I didn't find the clip of Jordan Peterson crying before I started the video. I thought that was something we could do together. That would be fun, right? And I just wanted to record. But now it's 89 degrees in my room. You know, and we're 12 minutes in, and I'm getting tired, and I'm gonna keep going. The other day I was at an establishment with my friends, and we met a bartender, and none of us can stop thinking about that bartender. And she was married, and everybody in the group said, you know, we will take you from your husband because we saw her husband, and her husband was messily drunk. You know, it's we could treat Audrey better than that. I gotta blur that name. I gotta cut that name for sure. It's like that Akon T-Pain song. Ooh, I like the bartender. Ooh, if you're looking...